Hello there everyone and welcome back. So today guys, I want to share a little video with you and tell a story about my Audi A1 that I bought just about a half a year ago. This car had a quote-unquote smart repair done to it, and as you can see, the paint was flaking off the panels that have been resprayed, and as you can see, this is the original paint that is underneath the resprayed paint, and the respray paint did not bond properly. It's not been sanded down properly. It's not been prepped properly. The shape of the rear wing is not been filled properly. As you can see here, you can see the wheel arch, and then it just breaks down. Ultimately, the paint color does not match. I've been struggling with this, been going with the dealership back and forth, and at the end I got compensated and I resprayed the car. And so the rear bumper needed a respray, both sides, both rear quarter panels, doors, side skirts, and front wings need to be resprayed. And also you can see this patch, this miscolored patch here as well. The car's been resprayed pretty badly, and as a result as well, you have these spots here. This is in the paint. There's like these holes. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of dirt in the paint. The way it's been resprayed is dreadful, and you will see that the color mismatch on the wing. And this is the results after the respray. Now the side skirts lays pretty close to the panel as it should. Everything has been reshaped properly. There's a good color match. So this car is not a cat car. It hasn't been in a serious car accident. It probably was scraped on the lower end, and the respray job that was done previously made it look really bad. But if you look in the undercarriage, all the wheel arch is really straight, and it's just been a bad respray job. There's a little bit dirt left after the respray. The car is probably being thrown around here and there in the garage. This is probably from sanding or from the respray. I don't know what it is. Just this paint, this clear coat dust probably, I assume. We will address this later on. Today guys, I'll show you how I washed the car after I resprayed it. Well, basically we're not going to use any car waxes. Just use basic soap, pH neutral, rinseless wash, you name it. And it is winter, it's quite cold, so I have to work very quick. And I'm not going to use any pre-wash chemical, and as you can see, there's a lot of dust in these nooks and crannies, and so to get it off, I'm just going to pre-wash the car using my power washer, trying to knock off as much dust as possible in all these hard to reach areas. And this is our setup for today as well. I'm going to show you next, and pretty much I was really proud with the respray. I paint 750 pounds, by the way, which is a fair price. So we're going to use the leaf blower for the wheels and some parts of the bodywork, our pressure washer, our vacuum cleaner here. We have a lot of chemicals mainly dedicated for the interior. And yeah, we're just going to start with a pre-wash top to bottom, focusing on more on the tight edges, knocking off some dirt as well. So as I mentioned before, the solvent needs to evaporate from the paint, from the fresh paint. And I'm just going to use a DIY rinseless wash, which has no waxes in it. And I'm just gonna keep up cleaning my car like this for the next, I would say, at least a month. I can wax some parts of the car, like the windows, the headlights, the parts that haven't been resprayed, but I'm not gonna do it. But when the car when I'm confident enough to sort of buff the car or leave wax on it, I will probably decontaminate it. Today I've decided just to do the wheels with an iron remover. I do it occasionally, don't do it all the time, and the rest of the wheel arches and tires are just used an all-purpose cleaner, built Hamburg, diluted 1 to 10. So I left the wheels for the last kind of process, which is a bit unorthodox, but I'm just using the bucket with the water to soak in my brushes. So, and before that I used the bucket for the sponge contact wash. So there's a lot of work to do with the car cosmetically. There's a lot of spots that I will want to address, and I'm gonna make videos about it. Like you know, I'm gonna do some spots that are contaminated but need a bit of a different approach. I will show you how I'm gonna use a drill brush to polish some paint overspray as well. I check out a lot of it in some places, and we're also going to be doing some stone chip touch-ups. I am going to wash the underneath carriage of the car and protect it as well. Paint correction there is going to be done to this car too. Just a lot of intricate areas that we normally don't kind of detail. I'll try to address them as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be done to this car cosmetically to improve its overall look. I'm not a big car modifying guy. I like everything stock. However, I do like when other people modify, especially these kind of cars, put splitters in them, put different, you know, debadging them, or putting them a blackout kind of version badging and stuff like that. But I work on cosmetics, as you can see. I like the pure stock kind of look to the car, and that's just my preference. So the next few videos, my goal is just to remove any traces of the respray, any overspray that got into the windows or plastic trim or whatever it is on the glass. We will try to remove it, and I'll show you in the videos how we'll remove it. Little detailing project, so to speak. The car hasn't been sprayed perfectly. However, it is a daily driven car, so I accept the reality that it's not going to be perfect, and this is just the nature of all these cars, but it looks good from a normal viewing distance. So thank you for watching the video, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next videos.